Meeting called to order. Time is now 5:35. Public portion of the meeting begins. New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the rights of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the Business Administrator Board Secretary has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted at the municipal building, communicated through Herald News, the Record, and filed with the clerk of the Borough of Hawthorne. Roll call, please.
Joseph Carr.
Here.
Alex Clavijo.
Here.
Michael Doyle.
Here.
Jennifer Ehrentraut.
Here.
Abigail Goff. Erica Mulkey-Colzan.
Here.
Anthony Palouse.
Here.
Gazelle Vega.
Here.
Marco Chotero.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. All please rise for the flag salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Meeting regulations. During each regular meeting, 2 opportunities are provided for citizens to ask questions and to make comments. During the first opportunity, early on the agenda, the meeting is open to the public for the purpose of addressing items listed for approval of this agenda only. The second opportunity occurs just prior to adjournment, when citizens may address any subject matter that is pertinent to and or directly related to the operation of the school district. Persons wishing to speak must, upon being recognized, rise, state their name, address, and subject matter. Comments and questions shall be addressed to the board president or the presiding officer and shall be limited to 5 minutes per person. The board may or may not respond to issues raised by members of the public at the time they're raised, but will provide a response if and when appropriate. The board asks that members of the public be courteous and mindful of the rights of the other individuals when speaking. Please note that the board will not respond to comments regarding students or board employees in light of the privacy rights held by those individuals. Moreover, the board discourages comments about such individuals and will not be responsible for such comments. Members of the public who choose to speak during the public session should carefully consider their comments, since they could be held personally liable for any statements they make. Finally, please note that in accordance with the district policy, the board will not officially comment or respond to any matter mentioned unless it can confirm that the matter has been first been brought to the attention of the appropriate school personnel in an attempt to resolve the issue. Public be heard, agenda items only. Seeing no one in the audience, we'll move on to finance and administration. To Mr. Clavijo, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finance and Administration action items pursuant to the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Committee on Finance and Administration recommends the following resolutions. On page 3, I'm going to read some of it since it's the only item on the agenda and it's a rather significant one. F1, adoption of the final budget with modifications to the previous final budget approved on April 29, 2025. Whereas the Hawthorne Board of Education adopted a tentative budget on March 18, 2025 and submitted it to the Executive County Superintendent of Schools for approval, and whereas the tentative budget was approved by the Executive County Superintendent of Schools on April 16, 2025, and whereas the tentative budget was advertised in the legal section of the Record in the Herald News on April 24, 2025, and whereas in the proposed 2026 state budget, certain districts had the opportunity to apply to the Commission of Education to increase expenditures, including an allocation of tax levy incentive aid, in order to satisfy the thoroughness and efficiency standards. Whereas Hawthorne Board of Education is below fair share and spending below adequacy to be eligible to participate in this program. Whereas Hawthorne Board of Education was eligible to increase expenditures by $226,557 and qualify for tax levy incentive aid in the amount of $15,550, and such amounts were included in the final budget approved on April 29, 2025. Whereas Hawthorne Board of Education is now eligible to increase expenditures by an additional $408,000 and qualify for additional tax levy incentive aid in the amount of $19,429 for a total expenditure increase of $734,557. in a total tax levy incentive aid amount of $34,979. Whereas the Hawthorne Board of Education is expected to be granted approval to increase expenditures based on the following reasons. The expenditures will support expected increases in employee health benefits expense and salaries for paraprofessional employees required by students' IEPs. These expenditures will ensure that the district can maintain staffing levels for the delivery of the thorough and efficient education to which all students are entitled. Whereas the previous final budget included the increase in accordance with the tax levy incentive aid and was presented to the public during a public hearing held in the Hawthorne High School, Hawthorne, New Jersey, on Tuesday, April 29, 2025, and this final budget was presented to the public during a public hearing held in the Hawthorne High School, Hawthorne, New Jersey, on Tuesday, July 29, 2025. Whereas the Board of Education has not determined to make modifications to the previous final budget as follows: increase in revenues, total expenditures. Also see total revenue on page 5. Continuing on to F2, approval of statement of purpose and withdrawal from capital reserve. F3, approval of withdrawal from maintenance reserve. F4, be it resolved that the board approves a tax payment scheduled to receive the current expense tax levy and the debt service tax levy for the 2025-2026 school year as indicated below. On behalf of the committee, I so move.
Second.
Discussion? Mr. President?
Yes. If you don't mind, there is a statement that I prepared that I think just kind of surmises what Alex had just shared, but just something that I want to say on behalf of the board. I want to take a moment to clarify the purpose and importance of the resolution on the agenda regarding 2025 school budget. There has been considerable discussion and back and forth over the past few months as we've worked through projections and adjustments, particularly related to the employee health benefit costs. To recap the time briefly, the March tentative budget approved by the board reflected a 3.34% tax levy increase. The April 29th approved budget reflected a 4.04 increase, and the budget before us this evening proposes a 4.9% increase to account for newly advised health benefit increases. Originally, we budgeted for a 16% blended increase in health insurance premiums. However, we have now been advised that actual increases may reach as high as 32%, creating an estimated $645,000 budget shortfall, roughly double what was anticipated. To close this gap, the proposed budget utilizes allowable bank cap to increase the tax levy. These additional funds will be directed specifically towards the employee health benefit costs and paraprofessional salaries tied to student IEPs as required by law. The state is expected to approve the increases so long as the funds are properly allocated to their essential areas. We are also evaluating alternative sources to offset the remaining shortfall, including use of reserves, unbudgeted revenue such as excess extraordinary aid, or as a last resort, reductions to programs or staffing. This is a difficult but necessary decision to ensure that our district remains fiscally stable while still meeting our obligations to both students and staff. I thank the board, administration, and our community for their attention to this important matter. As always, transparency, responsibility, and the well-being of our students remain our guiding priorities. With that, I'll open up to further discussion.
So we're going from this 326,000 and then 15.5 from the state, right? To up to 400, or no? It's plus 400, and then that brings us to this number, 734,557.
Right.
It's plus, so we're doubling what we were originally.
Well, we originally approved the 700
Right.
and something thousand. And then the state said, no, we're only going to give you 348 or something.
Oh, okay.
But then I got a call from our county executive business official saying the state is opening it up again and you should revise your application. And he was under the impression that it was very likely that
we
the
would
state
get it.
would
So we're
approve.
really asking, I'm sorry, we're really asking for what we asked for originally.
Yes,
Correct.
yes,
We're not,
yes.
that we like really focused on, really hemmed and hawed over is what we're asking for again.
Except for we're gonna
Okay,
be.
because it looks like now all of a sudden we're like, oh, we want double
No,
to the
no.
public if you're reading this, right?
Yeah.
But originally, this is what we want.
I appreciate that you saying that. We did vote on that, and that was what the
Okay,
consensus
so it's not
was.
like we're just doubling it,
Right.
right? It's what
However,
we
now it's
originally
specific
asked for.
allocations, right?
That's
whereas-
what's changed, really.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, and then with that, because I know it has, and I know health insurance takes up a lot of it, and I
Yes.
understand the increase, but it also says paraprofessional,
Yeah.
IEP driven, right?
Yeah.
So does that open up an increase in pay for our paraprofessionals?
No.
Or it's maintaining what we have?
It's maintaining what we have. You're
Okay.
never sure what a student's IEP is going to require
Of
for
course.
the year.
Yeah.
And almost always, in my experience, there's more than you budget
Yeah, yeah.
for paraprofessionals.
More
It's-
need or more money?
Well, there's more need, which results in needing more money.
So you're
you
saying
know.
we always need more than we budget for?
Almost always.
Okay, all right.
It's just the nature of the beast.
Yep.
You always think, well, we're going to, make really efficient use of our paraprofessionals, but then you have a new student move into the district who
Transfers,
has,
yeah.
extensive
Needs too.
needs. You just can't really budget really accurately
Okay.
on your special education.
I mean, I understand the financial fine print. I'm disappointed to hear that we can't offer more money, but I understand why
Well,
financially, but I think we have such a revolving door and it's so hard for us to get paraprofessionals because we are paying minimum wage.
I mean, we
So
have
it's tough.
increased the paraprofessional
Yes,
salaries.
recently, thank you, yep. Okay,
So.
that's all the questions I
this
had.
year.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I think it's worth noting that the state, according to the, after we put their budget, according to the calculations that they sent over as far as adequacy, we were allowed, according to that chart, to go up to 9.9%. When we originally approved that 4.9%, which the state turned down, and then now they're allowing us to do it again, at that point, as far as we knew, what we were expecting as far as the health benefit increment was only going to be 16%. Now we know it's going to be 32%, so it's, just want to put out there, kind of piggybacking on what Marco says, that, we've battled it back and forth, we've discussed it back and forth. We don't take the taxing of ourselves and the community lightly. We understand that there's people on fixed income, which are heavily impacted by $1 going up. But at this point, with what we know is coming down the pike, it seems like it's to be on the cautious side. You'll have to make use of these funds, not to grow the program, but just to maintain what we have.
Thank you.
The payments, we're supposed to start July 1st, and then it says July 20th. Did we actually receive our first payment with the
Yes, we
annual
did.
debt service?
We did receive that tax payment of $5,163,000. So this increase in tax is spread through the remaining.
Okay. I didn't know with everything being put on hold and us having to submit again, and if we actually received it.
No,
So.
they gave us the money.
Okay, thank
It's
you.
in our account.
Great.
Seeing no one further, roll call, please.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Clavijo,
Yes.
Mr. Doyle,
Yes.
Ms. Arontraut,
Yes.
Mrs. Goff, absent, Ms. Moki Coulson,
Yes.
Mr. Palouse,
Yes.
Dr. Vega,
Yes.
Mr. Totaro.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Public be heard. At this time, members of the public may ask questions or make comments on educational issues or school matters. Seeing no one? Motion to go into work session.
Motion, second.
Motion made by Erica
Yeah.
and seconded by Dr. Vega. Roll call.
Mr. Doyle,
Yes.
Ms. Arontraut,
Yes.
Mrs. Goff, Ms. Moki Coulson,
Yes.
Mr. Palooz?
Yes.
Dr. Vega?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Clavijo?
Yes.
Mr. Tataro?
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right.
Motion to go into recess? Second.
Roll call. Ms. Aarontrout?
Yes.
Ms. Scott is absent. Mrs. Mulkey Coulson?
Yes.
Mr. Palooz?
Yes.
Dr. Vega?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Clavijo?
Yes.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
That's nice. Yeah. You're on, Mark.
Okay, everybody, at this time, we are going to proceed with our scheduled work session.